holy. I also told him that he could move back in with her when he was no longer demanding to move back in. David got really depressed. This is when his truly hard work began. I had taken away his goal and motivation for change. He wanted to change just to get his wife back. In reality, this is not a bad motivation, but it is never enough, nor should it be primary. The primary reason for growth must be that one is hungering for righteousness, not for someone else, but for oneself. Ultimately, this is the only way that anyone is going to have life, when he hungers for it and pursues it with everything he has. Gradually, I began to see David change. He was no longer driven to change because of Kate's demands. He began to see how growing into the kind of person God wanted him to be was the best thing for him. Holiness began to have a different value to him besides getting back into the house. David's quest for holiness became larger than the relationship. David was getting free from Kate's control because he was changing for himself and not for her. He was getting holy for holiness' sake, not as a result of being pushed into it from the outside or of trying to get her back. Then it began to happen, as it usually does. As David became a person who was being true to life, Kate was attracted to him again, and she longed for him. She saw that he was putting his own growth first before even wanting her. His commitment to getting well, to getting holy, was getting the time and energy from him that began to allow her to trust him to be the kind of person she could give her heart to again. They got back together and are doing fine. Don't get holiness confused with some religious picture. Pursuing holiness means that you and your spouse pursue becoming the kind of people who can produce true love and life. You become whole. You become trustworthy, honest, faithful, and loving.